Hello, beautiful Blessed Spice family. Welcome back to the channel. And as you guys know, it's always hot in your girl's house. Let's Talk Tuesday. I'm so excited about today's talk, you guys. This has been heavy on my heart, heavy on my mind, and everything, guys. Today I have on my stunner glittery shades that I've got from Temu. These are absolutely amazing. They're not prescription. They're just regular glasses with the sparkles on them, and they look absolutely amazing. Of course, you know I have my fan. It's hot. I hope everybody's doing amazing and blessed out there on Let's Talk Tuesday. You guys, today, I decided I was going to do a voiceover and talk with the background of my beautiful Georgia scenery, but I decided I wanted to talk face to face here with you guys on Let's Talk Tuesday. So I want to talk about voting, and I want to talk about this because one thing about it, when I was growing up, I was never taught that voting was a thing for us, because my mother was a single mother. She was struggling. My grandmother she was married, but still she was struggling too. She moved all her children from Mississippi. I've never heard my grandmother say at one time she had to go rush and vote. I never heard my grandfather say they had to go rush and vote. My mother never said anything about voting, so I never knew about voting at all. It was nothing. I never grew up as a Democrat, and I never grew up as a Republican. So I had no idea about none of this stuff really until I turned 55 years old, when I became sober, when I became focused, when I became like, things are real, things are happening, and I need to get involved. And I had a really good friend who turned me on about politics and things to learn about the world, about this, about that. I mean, I Google everything now because I need to know these things, right? And like I said, I wasn't brought up as a Democrat. I wasn't brought up as a Republican. So I had no idea what the chaotic commotion and everything is all about until this year, at this time, at this important time of our life where voting is very important right now, right? I didn't know about this stuff. I was learning about abuse, the struggle, single parent, molestation, things of that nature. It definitely was not voting. I know who a president was, like President Ronald Reagan, John F. Kennedy. I knew who they was. We seen on TV when he got shot, things of that nature. But as far as being a Democrat or a Republican, no idea, no clue. And I'm still not a Democrat or a Republican. You feel me? I'm just not. But right now in my life, we need somebody in the world that's going to help the people that have been poor forever, which is one of me. I worked all in these McDonald's fast foods. Not saying McDonald's fast foods are bad, because they're not. They're good jobs. I have worked my life away and still to be broke as a joke. You feel me? All my money, all my hard-earned money going where? You just never see it anywhere, right? As far as the abortion rights go, things like that, let me tell you something. I've got molested in my life, and to find out if I was pregnant by my molester and I was not able to get rid of that if I had the opportunity, I'm gonna do what I have to do. I don't want to wake up and see a person that has raped me, their face in my child. Even though I love children, I love them to death, don't get me wrong. I wouldn't want to see this man's face in my child consistently every day, but people do it because of the love of children. You know what I'm saying? They have to overlook that part of their life where they got them molested by that person or raped or whatever the case may be. So I'm just saying, you guys, at this point in time, it's very important to vote. You have to get out there and vote, especially for people like me who is not a Democrat, who is not a Republican, but you want to see change in the world. I voted one time in my life, and that was when Obama was in office. And that's not because he was black, not because of anything, because he was going for change in the world, not seeing it all one-sided, not having everybody looking at the white, the black. It's the white side, the black side, not looking at like races, but white and black. You're always looking at one side. Now we have to look at 2 sides, 3 sides, 4 sides, right? And that's what I'm doing. I am so hard into this right now because our lives depend on it. And I'm going to get out there and vote. I'm not a Democrat. I'm not a Republican. I am in for my grandkids. I am in for people that can't defend themselves, where they need to get rid of things or things out of their lives. I am in for change. I am in for somebody to make my money worth something, right? I'm 55 years old and I'm broke as a joke, right? I should be 55 years old living in a house, having this, having that, not worrying about this and that, but I am at 55 and I should not be. And then let's not talk about the medical. Do you know how many medical bills I'm dealing with right now with my knees and my feet? Reoccur, it's hard to find a doctor or somebody to take my insurance because they don't want the people you already have problems. They want somebody, that they don't have to deal with that. But it is so hard, and it is important for us to vote. Like when you are running for something, like me, if you're listening to me and you can clearly see that I'm unstable about what I'm talking about, if I'm jibber jabbing, if I'm doing all these weird things, you need to be aware that that's not a good person, right? If you go to a restaurant and you didn't like your food at that time, it was gross, you didn't like the customer service, are you going back? No, you're not going to go back and go to the same restaurant that you had the bad experience. So why would you get involved with somebody that is not stable mentally, physically, and emotionally? Get that person in office. Okay? Why would you do that? Not saying this person is a bad person, because they're not. That these people are not mentally stable to be doing anything. You have to have a mentally stable mind. I don't care what you are, how much money you got to have that. I was talking about that on one of my other videos, having your mental state. When you don't have your mental state, you are not a good candidate for nothing. You need to get some help. Like if I wasn't in my mental state, I would want somebody to tell me, and I want you to help me, right? Like I said, I am not Democrat and I'm not Republican, but I am voting because I need to get up there and vote for change for me, for my medical, for me, for my grandkids. If something happened to them with their bodies and things like that, I need to vote for me getting a $50,000 or whatever, me getting help with something, because I'm 55, guys. I need the assistance that I need. I'm tired of being broke as a joke and working my butt off. I have worked so hard to my feet, don't want to work anymore. My knees, I'm 55. I should be going on cruises. I should be going on trips. I should be doing all these other things than worrying about a bill, worrying about this, worrying about my medical. I go to the doctors every day and I freak out because I'm worried about the bill. I'm like, oh my God, what are you guys doing here? Oh, surgery? I don't think I could do surgery because I can't afford it. I can't afford it. So I'm voting for change. Period. I don't care who you are. You could be the puppy dog on the side of the road with a brick kickstand. I don't care what you are. A Democrat, Republican. I don't care who you are. I'm voting for change. Change for me. Change for me, my grandkids, change. I'm voting for change. We've got to see something different. Not because you're in power, you have more money than somebody, but there's so many homeless people in Georgia. I've lived here 4 years and I've never witnessed the how many homeless people. I'm on the verge of being homeless. Like I said, I haven't worked in a year because of my feet working so hard, busting my butt. I haven't worked in a year. So I'm on the verge of being homeless. You know what I'm saying? I'm voting for change, and I want you guys to get out there and vote for change as well. Democrat, Republican, whatever it is, okay? Because we're trying to get the melting pot together, black, white, green, Chinese, orange. That's what you're trying to do for the world. Then Democrat, Republican, whoever you are, it doesn't matter. We're voting for change, and we're not voting for people being psychotic in positions that they don't need to be in. Okay, you did your time and you did well. You did your time and you did well. It's time to move on to a different chapter if you are unable to focus on what we need in the world for the middle class, poor people, which is me. I consider my class the struggling black woman who needs better for our country. I have never voted a day in my life until Obama. I have never voted a day in my life until now. I never knew about Democrats and Republicans, what they stand for, how it is, until now. And it is critical and it's very important because I've been learning a lot. And we have, as a people, need to get together on this and stop you this and you that. Oh, I don't want to do this because you that. No, vote for change. Vote for change. If you haven't voted and never voted and don't understand voting, look it up, get off your couch, your chair, your bike, your phone, whatever Barack Obama said. Vote for change. Vote for Kamala Harris. That's all I gotta say. Holla at your girl on this Let's Talk Tuesday. Smooches!